About a month ago, I made a video of plugging a floor hole at the restaurant, Suffusion, in Lansdowne, and I talked about how next time we'll be working on plugging a gash in the floor. Well, it turns out I started poking at it, and it is an absolute mess. So much so, well, everything else too, that I couldn't really make a video about it. So this is the video. I'm going to try a voiceover. The basement, it was so hard to find the hole because the basement goes underneath two buildings, and there we have the hole. They must have just patched this hole as an afterthought using foam and everything they had available. Another hole, it had a cola bottle cap glued into the hole. I still can't believe it. And I only had maybe 30 minutes at a time to work on this. And those are the brackets that we needed when we were helping, when I was helping them open the restaurant. We needed those brackets for the walls. I had to 3D print those. It was so annoying to find those in the hole in the floor. But at least now I can 3D print them. There was so much dust and dirt on this. Ugh. So yeah, whoever repaired these floors before, they did an absolutely horrible job. And for this whole thing, I'm not actually doing this for money. I'm doing this for free because it's a very slow few months for the restaurant. And, you know, I kind of see myself as the work that I'm doing. I'm investing in the restaurant. I'm not doing this for money entirely. And so I decided I would just do it like small steps at a time. And the first thing was I wanted to actually get some of this hole out and make it square so I could put a board down. And I got to do maybe 30 minutes at a time before they opened. I never quite know when they're opening. It's always a bit of a different time. And I figure, you know, this is pretty good for free. And since it's free, I'm doing this for free, then why don't I go ahead and get something from this? And I tried routering it by hand. I haven't done a whole lot with the router, but this actually worked out pretty well. You can see there on the bottom I went out pretty bad on there, but you know, I put some wood filler in there and you don't even really notice. Well, here's the thing. After all of this, putting your foot on it, you really don't notice because it started getting to a state where your foot would fall into this gaping hole. And so now that there's just a board on top of it, it fixes all of that. I still can't believe that they put foam. I cannot believe what they're doing. Now, this building in particular has a landlord that he seemingly, I don't know who he calls, but he seems to call people to do the weirdest work. And they have no understanding of how to fix things. But, oh well. So I looked in my pile of wood, and I found this piece of wood. It was covered in paint, but then I ran it through the planer, and it's like, you know what? That would look nice, because they didn't quite like the two holes in that piece of maple that I had. I had planned to flip it over and show the smaller holes, but I was like, you know what? That's understandable. I was just doing it very quickly, running around getting stuff, and it actually fits pretty well. The interesting thing about having a hole in the floor is that you can just reach through and put the screws in. Then you just glue it up and, well, you just put it down. At first I tried putting a bunch of weight on it, but that didn't work. So I just had one of the workers stand on it. They were very helpful. Thank you. And with that, all I had to do was trim off a little bit of wood. Now, unfortunately, this plane that I have, it was pretty bad, and no parts are similar on it, so it's all falling apart. But, oh well, I got there in the end, and I even went back and filled it with some wood filler. But, unfortunately, that's not going to be a video. And I had mentioned earlier that I was going to make a video of it, but I thought it was going to be a way different job. And I just, it's like an earthquake. I just got through it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and if any of you were curious about how that went, that's how that went. That was so weird. I've come into contact with so many weird things doing this weird little job that I'm doing now, and I just wanted to share that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.